Here we are back with another Bad Batch review for episode 2. Needless to say, serious spoilers for the second episode of the show. If you haven't seen it yet and don't want to be spoiled, click away now. In this episode, we see Omega and the boys head to Saleucami, where they meet up with our favorite clone deserter, Laquane. Cut appears in the Clone Wars series as well, and is shown to have left the Grand Army of the Republic to settle down for a simple farmer's life with his Twi'lek wife and 2 children. The beginning of the episode, when Omega is shown getting off the ship and experiencing real fresh air, sunlight, and even being amazed by the very dirt on the ground, was emotional and beautiful. The innocence of a child, let alone a clone, who has never seen anything besides the white corridors of Kamino, was so touching. This episode really gets to flesh out that father-daughter dynamic between Omega and Hunter. In this one, the Empire is cracking down on planetary travel, introducing the use of chain codes, which we have also heard mentioned in Season 2 of The Mandalorian. This puts Cut and his family at risk, because if they are to be found and Cut identified, he would be arrested and executed for treason. I love how these important and small details, like the Empire's creation of the chain code in the Star Wars universe, are starting to pop up and become more relevant in the new stories. So, Echo and Tech end up concocting a plan to get the team's ship impounded by the Empire so that they can steal some chain codes for Cut and his family to allow them passage to the next shuttle off Saleucami. Unbeknownst to them, Omega is actually on board the ship when they decide to put the plan into action. There's some great action, and Omega ends up coming in clutch and saving the day. Hunter and Omega then have an emotional conversation where Hunter expresses that he feels himself and the team are inadequate to properly care for her, and that she needs a real family. Omega is upset and wants to stay with Hunter and the team. As a defective clone as well, the Bad Batch is actually the closest thing to a real family she could ever have. Though Omega has a lot to learn in the ways of combat, Hunter too has much to learn in the aspect of caring for a child. This also echoes the original purpose of a particular clone, that being Boba Fett. Unlike the army of Jango replicas, Boba was specifically created to be a son to a father. This cycle now continues with Hunter raising Omega as his own. It would be wrong for me to review this episode without again mentioning the incredible animation it delivers. The opening shots give us more close-up cinematic moments than we ever got to see in the Clone Wars and add so much weight to the emotional impact. Real quick before we wrap up, I just wanted to mention how Wrecker doing bicep curls with a gonk droid was one of the funniest scenes in Star Wars in quite some time. I absolutely love this show and can't wait to see more and talk about the next episode. Thanks for tuning in, click like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below, and may the Force be with you.